Most weapons get basic upgrades when you pack-a-punch them in zombies. However, there are a rare special few that get extra upgrades when packed. Some weapons get bigger magazines, others get built-in double tap, some become explosive when shot, and some weapons get even crazier abilities than that. So in this video, we're gonna go over all 25 plus weapons that gain secret abilities when pack-a-punch. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to unlock that subscribe button. The first special pack-a-punch ability we're gonna cover is also one of the more well-known pack-a-punch abilities, because it's pretty freaking strong. Our first weapon here being the Lockwood 680. You can see we have slugs on it, and when we shoot the weapon, we shoot one single slug into the air. You can see it go way over there. However, when we pack-a-punch this, now that we shoot it, it shoots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, hold on. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Can you not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now that it's pack-a-punch, we are shooting 6 slugs with every single shot. And you can see here in the tier 3 zone, it's doing a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, this weapon was actually nerfed. A while ago, instead of shooting 6 slugs when you shot, I think it shot 10. And obviously, 10 slugs are going to do more damage than 6. So it pretty much took off 40% of the damage on this. It still does pretty good in the tier 3 zone. But it's no longer the top end weapon like it used to be. But hey, at least it can still one tap fully armored zombies in the tier 3 zone. Not a weapon I'm still using anymore, but it's not bad. Now, what makes this special pack-a-punch ability different than the other ones is it only works if you have the slug ammo type on the weapon. If you bring this weapon in with another ammo type or no ammo type at all, it's just going to function normally when you pack-a-punch it. But if you put slugs on, it sextuples. That's what, times 6, right, Craig? Sextuples? It sextuples the amount of slugs you shoot when you pack-a-punch it.
Sextuples, by the way.
It's sextuple. It sextuples the amount of slugs. That was close. Okay, I know the other multiples pretty well. I don't know. It's sextuples. All right, but either way, put slugs on it, you pack-a-punch, you sextuple the amount of shots you shoot. But first, have you ever wanted to earn money by playing the games you're already playing? Then let me tell you about Repeat.gg. Repeat.gg is a site where you can play in free tournaments and win real money. All you have to do is click the link down below for Repeat.gg, make an account, and sign up for free tournaments. Now you can just play Warzone or other games like normal, and Repeat.gg will track your scores and add them to the leaderboard automatically. The best part is Repeat.gg isn't just some random shady site. It's actually owned by PlayStation, so they can work directly with the game companies to track your stats. And right now, they're currently hosting the Warzone Repeat to Represent event. In this event, there'll be 5 regional qualifier leaderboard tournaments where the top 30 players will be invited to participate in a 24-hour online tournament final. Now, each region has its own $2,000 prize pool, and finals will have a $5,000 prize pool for just the top 10 players. So what are you waiting for? Use the link below to sign up for Repeat.gg, and huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video and making more content like this possible in the future. Now, the next weapon that has this special slug pack-a-punch ability is the Bryson 890. Yes, a Modern Warfare 2 weapon, and funny enough, this didn't have the special slug ability at launch. It was added a couple seasons ago out of nowhere. They're just like, hey, you know the Bryson 890? We're going to make this the one Modern Warfare 2 shotgun that has the special slug pack-a-punch ability. So you can see we shoot it, one slug in the air. Once again, for this to work, you have to have the slug ammo type on. Now, if we go ahead and pack-a-punch this, we are... Okay, Doc. Hey, I thought I had a throwing knife. All right, get out of here. So now we're shooting 4 plus 4. That's 8, right? Did I count that right? 1... Yeah, that's 8. It's 8. All right, come on. We're going to test this. So times 8, octuples? It octuples the amount of slugs it shoots, Craig, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, when you put slugs on this and you pack-a-punch it, you get octuple the amount of slugs. Welcome back to another episode of Counting with Lego. Oh, horde of zombies. Come on, shotgun. Come on, shotgun. I mean, it one taps if you hit the head, but so do other weapons that shoot a lot faster than this. Now, when it comes to weapons that get the special pack-a-punch slug ability, we save the best for last. This is the new Reclaimer 18 shotgun here. You can see, once again, the main requirement is that you have the slug ammo type on. Let's go ahead and pack-a-punch this thing and shoot it up in the air. Oh, you know, I have tracers on that make counting the amount of... Why are there always dogs? All right, so we shoot and we'll just count the holes. Well, let's shoot in a darker area. Quick math. 4, 4, 10. So what is times 10? This is a corner. What is times 10? If it goes from 1 to 10, it does it.
I actually don't know.
We got octuple. Any mathematicians in chat?
9-tuple is a non-tuple. 10 is a deck-tuple.
All right, it deck tuples. Deck tuples the amount of slugs you shoot. And you can see right away, those tin slugs make a difference. Not only does the Reclaimer shoot faster, it also just obliterates everything you touch. Excuse me. Zombies, don't mind me. I would like to do a quick little reload. Oh, and thank you for letting me reload. Now you're gone. Yeah, and as you can see, the Reclaimer 18 with the special pack-a-punch ability is one of the better weapons in the game. It is definitely the best out of all of the shotguns that get this. You know, and to prove it, let's find a Mega Abomination. Oh, there's a Mega Abomination. I found one. All right. First, we got to take out the zombies. Quick little ADS. Take them all out. Hi, Mega. All right, can we just cut to the chase and get to the part where you open your mouth?
You trying to kill it or data?
Things are always better when we just skip to the part where you open your mouth. Hello, Mega Abomination. All right, so let's see his eyes. Oh, and we broke it. Oh, there's another one too. And one last spit. Oh, I guess not. Well, either way, this thing's really good against zombies, and it's really good at taking out bosses as well. So here's a Mangler. And now there's not a Mangler. So overall, if I had to rank the special slug pack-a-punch ability, I don't know, we're going to start off really high here. I think I'm going to give this special pack-a-punch ability a 10 out of 10. It doesn't always make the weapon super OP, but it always massively improves the weapon. Every single weapon that gets this special pack-a-punch ability is way better than what it was before without it. So in my opinion, that's a 10 out of 10. The next set of weapons we're going to go over come with one of the original special pack-a-punch abilities. So in my hand right now, let me throw a decoy. We've got the Tempest Torrent, and this is a single fire weapon, and there is no option to turn this full auto. It is just single fire, and this is how fast you can shoot it. If we go ahead and pack-a-punch it, zombies, I'm gonna come down here. All right, and now that we have pack-a-punched this weapon, we can hold down the trigger, and it is now full auto. You know, it doesn't necessarily make it the best weapon in the world. It's not terrible, but it's not a weapon I'm going to be using that often. This weapon actually comes with another special bonus pack-a-punch ability in the audio desyncs. You can see I'm shooting it now, and the sounds of the gun are not synced up with it. Oh, the forbidden audio desync special pack-a-punch upgrade. Yeah, as you can see, Tempest Torrent, you know, we've been working on this Mega Abomination for some time, and it is, we are pretty deep into tier 2 now. It is tickling him. It's taking out the zombies, though. Come on, break an eye, break an eye, break an eye, break an eye. You know, I'm just going to leave you here. We brought him to tier 2, and he can just stay there. Now, the next weapon that becomes full auto when you pack-a-punch it is the M16. And we saved this one for last because this one's a little bit better. Well, we're in tier 2. Let's not do this. Maybe we should go to tier 3 to test it because it's not really a fair comparison. I guess we'll just start off by trying to get to Mega Abomination. Oh, well, no, maybe we should put bullets in our gun first. Maybe we should put bullets in the gun. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that full auto power. You can see it's kind of just melting zombies. Now, there's actually an aftermarket part for the M16, which makes it full auto before you pack-a-punch it, but I would not recommend using that in zombies because nothing special happens when you pack-a-punch that version, but you still get all the negatives of the aftermarket part. So it's way better to run the M16 without the aftermarket part and get the free full auto upgrade when you pack-a-punch it instead of having to use the aftermarket part. And this is, still one of the best ARs in the entirety of zombies, which is fitting. I've always loved getting the M16 in zombies in the previous Black Ops games, pack-a-punching it, and getting that full auto version. What was it called in Black Ops 1? I know it got a noob tube. It got a noob tube. You pack-a-punch the M16 on Kino, you get a noob tube. What was the name? What was the name? Oh my God, how do I not remember this? Craig, I'd like to phone a friend. Can I phone a friend? Craig?
Friend doesn't know.
How does no one hear? It's going to bug me so much when I hear it because I'm going to know it. I'll be like, how did I not remember that? The Skull Crusher. Oh my, how did I not?
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the most iconic pack-a-punch names of all time, and I can't remember it. Yeah, okay. All right, well, either way, this Mega Abomination's got to go. I'm going to take my anger out on him. And luckily, this weapon's pretty solid, so it'll take him out pretty quick. Oh, I don't have that. I'll take Elemental Pop. Oh, and Napalm Burst. Thank you very much. How did I not remember the Skull Crusher? All right, for one final test. Oh, let's get a big horde of zombies like this. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, single file. Single file. Okay, well, I'm really going to put this weapon to the test because I'm about to walk into this door with this giant... Okay. All right, well, okay. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting, just keep shooting. All right, all right, all right. Did one get past? Oh, one got past. He came in the other door. He came in the other door. Oh, shouldn't have doubted it. Shouldn't have doubted it for a second. It took care of business. When the time came, the M16 took care of business. Oh, Mangler. Well, we turned him. I don't mean this lightly when I say this. The M16 is straight up one of the best weapons in the game. And I don't say that about every weapon. I am very selective when I say a weapon is one of the best weapons in the game. the M16 is definitely up there.
Grimace is not faster than me.
I don't know. Grimace is going to beat you to the goddamn Xville. Come on, Grimace. Come on, Grimace. Come on, Grimace.
That might actually bleed me out.
Grimace is a sore loser. Grimace will drown you in the bottom of the ocean before he admits defeat.
I was so determined to win that. I was willing to take it down.
Hold on, we're not done yet. I actually forgot about one of the weapons that get this full auto pack-a-punch ability, this being the KV Broadside. You can see if we shoot it, it is not full auto. I'm holding down the trigger. We are shooting one shotgun shell at a time, but now if we go ahead, hit it with the pack-a-punch, hold down the trigger, it is now a full auto shotgun. Yep. But even though it's a full auto shotgun, you can see that it is, it's not very strong. This is fully maxed out. This is fully, yeah. Might want to decoy, please. To call the KV Broadside weak is an understatement. This is, yeah. It might get a special pack-a-punch ability, but the gun itself is nothing special. Well, actually, it's especially bad. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm getting out of here. Screw this. Next, we've got the FJX Horus. If we take this weapon and try to run and shoot with this, this is what happens. But if we do this, pack-a-punch it, and now we try to run and shoot, yeah, you can actually run and shoot this weapon at the same time. This is the only gun in the... It's kind of nutty. Hold on. Yeah, this is the only gun in the entire game you can run and shoot with at the same time. And on top of that, it's also really good at killing zombies. Yeah, this is one of the better SMGs when it comes to just pure damage. Reload it. There we go. Bye-bye Mimic. Yep. Fry in the zombs. And then when it's time to go, you can just go, but shoot. I wish they'd give this special pack-a-punch ability to other SMGs. There's so many SMGs that would massively benefit from having this special gung-ho perk. But no, it's just the FJX Horus. Which, if we're being honest, the FJX Horus didn't even need this special pack-a-punch ability. It's already crazy good before you give it gung-ho. Then, oh, wow. I did not mean to run out. The next set of weapons we're going to go over have a pretty basic special pack-a-punch ability, so we're going to go through them rapidly. In my hands right now is the Holger 556, and you can see it has 100 rounds in the magazine. Most weapons, when you pack-a-punch them in Modern Warfare Zombies, it doubles the size of the magazine. However, if we pack-a-punch this weapon, you can see it went from 100 bullets to 300 bullets. So it triples the size of the magazine, and the Holger 556, actually a really good weapon. We're using it with the aftermarket part, but it works the same regardless. If you pack-a-punch the normal Holger 556, it also triples the magazine. However, I just prefer using the aftermarket part on this because it is much better. All right, for our next weapon, we have the RPG. You can see the RPG has one bullet in the magazine, although it's not a magazine and it's not a bullet. It's a rocket and it's in the tube. But either way, it is one bullet. You shoot it, then you have to reload. Go ahead, apply pack-a-punch. Now it has 3 bullets, so we can go doof, doof, doof. And now we reload once, and doof, doof, doof. So once again, when you pack-a-punch the RPG, it triples the amount of ammo in the magazine, or the tube. Oh, all right, I'm ready for this stuff. Now we've got the Joker. Once again, it has 1 bullet, and now if we pack-a-punch it, boom, it has 3 bullets. All right, if we could just get far enough away from this Mega Abomination. Come on, lock on. We shoot. We shoot again. And we shoot again. Now we reload. So the Joker is another weapon that triples the size of the magazine when you pack-a-punch it. However, it's still just better to knife with it because you still got to lock in with the Joker. It doesn't... Tripling the magazine size of the Joker doesn't all of a sudden magically make it any better. It is still it's still not a good weapon. Next up, we've got the FFS Hurricane. It's got 50 rounds in the magazine. Go ahead, pack-a-punch it. It now has 200. So it quadrupled the amount of ammo in the magazine. Well, actually, we've been using ×3 for the other one. So let's just say it times it by 4. ×4 the amount of ammo in the magazine. Overall, the Hurricane in the tier 3 zone is pretty good. It's not the best SMG, but getting ×4 the amount of ammo definitely helps it out. Yeah, look at that. Line up zombies. All right, the next weapon, we've got the Mini-bask. It has 64 bullets in the magazine. Go ahead all the way over here. Pack-a-punch it. It now has 300. Oh, so what is that? Hold on, that math is a little bit more complicated, Craig. Hold on, I'm trying to calculate. It goes from
64 to 300.
Yeah, what is the exact? I want it in the exact times formation. What is it being times by? Exactly. Hold on. Quick math.
4.8-ish, I think.
4.6875. So when you pack-a-punch the Mini-bask, the magazine gets 4.687 times bigger. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with 4.7 times bigger. That's a lot easier to remember. The Mini-bask isn't a bad weapon in the tier 3 zone. It's pretty good, but there's nothing that really makes it stand out a ton. Having the 300 rounds in its magazine's nice, but there's other SMGs that still have bigger magazines, even though this one almost got 5 times bigger. Oh, look at that. Line them up, line them up, line them up. But if you do take it in the tier 3 zone, it definitely gets the job done. It is not a terrible weapon. Oh, solid camo choice. Love this camo. Beautiful. Out of here, dogs. Now, when it comes to getting a bigger magazine when pack-a-punch, the PDSW is daddy. You can see 50 bullets in the magazine. Go ahead, pack-a-punch it. We now have 400. That is an 8 times increase in the magazine size. All right, go ahead, shoot the zombies. And it does pretty well in the tier 3 zone as well. Come on, keep them coming, keep them coming. Come on, Daddy Maggie, let's go. Getting an 8 times bigger magazine is ridiculous. I wish there's something I could pack a punch and make it 8 times bigger. It'd be 8 whole inch. Now, the unfortunate thing about the bigger magazine size pack-a-punch ability is that it's outshined by Mags of Holding. Before Mags of Holding came out, it was pretty impressive when you had weapons that got way bigger magazines. But now that Mags of Holding's in the game, you can just put this on and pretty much every weapon gets a super big magazine pack-a-punch ability without having to have it. So yeah, now the Mini-bask just has 900 bullets in the magazine. The special pack-a-punch ability is useless with this on. It might as well not have even had it. Same thing, the PDSW, any weapon you slap Mags of Holding on, it gets this pack-a-punch ability by default. So that's why this one's kind of lackluster, because Mags of Holding kind of made it useless. But even with that being said, I'm still glad these weapons do have this special pack-a-punch ability, because you're not going to have Mags of Holding every game you play. The next weapon we have with a special pack-a-punch ability is the Ram 9. You can see when we shoot this, it just shoots a single bullet, or I guess a single black hole, because we've got it. Our version of the Ram 9 shoots black holes. But if we go ahead and pack-a-punch it, it shoots 2 black holes with every trigger pull. If we shoot it up in the air, you can see I'm pulling the trigger once, and there's 2 of them. So the pack-a-punch ability this weapon gets is double tap 2.0, because you can see it's only taking 1 bullet away. Look, we got 100 bullets. We shoot it. We have 99. However, there was 2 black holes there in the sky. When this first launched, this was super powerful. It was actually one of the best weapons in the entire game, but they have nerfed the Ram 9. They've nerfed the amount of damage it does. It used to essentially double the damage on top of the extra damage you got when you pack-a-punched it, because it had double tap 2.0, but they nerfed the base damage of this. But that being said, it's still a fire weapon. You can see this is frying zombies here in the tier 3 zone. The double tap 2.0 secret pack-a-punch ability is one of the better ones in the entire game. Unfortunately, very few weapons get this secret pack-a-punch ability. So hopefully we get some more DLC weapons in the future that get it. And yeah, you could see right there, it broke the eye on this Mega Abomination really quickly. If I had to rank this pack-a-punch ability, it'd be a 10 out of 10. It's time to move on to a new category of special pack-a-punch abilities. This is the TAC-M, and if we shoot it, this is a single fire weapon, and there's no option to turn it into a burst, and there's no option to turn it full auto. But if we pack-a-punch this, it's kind of weird. I'm not quite sure how this weapon is supposed to work, but if you pull the trigger once, it shoots 3 bullets, so it's a 3-round burst. But if you hold the trigger down, it's full auto, but you also get desynced audio. So my guess is that this is supposed to be a 3-round burst weapon, because the audio is fine if you use it in a 3-round burst, and then it bugs out if you try to use it full auto. But it really doesn't matter either way, because the weapon's not great. It's turning a single fire weapon into a full auto / burst, but yeah, it's killing the tier 3 zombies, but it's taken a minute. It is taking its time. It's shooting slow and not doing a lot of damage. A combination that doesn't make for a great zombie killing weapon. Next, we've got the FR556. This is normally a 3-round burst. So if we get, okay, let's run. If we get a little bit farther ahead of these zombies that are, okay, big horde. Excuse me. And we shoot into the zombies. You can see this is a 3-round burst weapon. It shoots 3 bullets at a time. But if we go ahead and use the handy dandy pack-a-punch, we now have 120 bullets. Pull the trigger. It is now a 6-round burst. All right, and it's maxed out. Let's see how it does against zombies. And it's okay. Pretty solid AR, but it is definitely not the best AR. I wish it was like the M16. The M16 is the only 3-round burst weapon that just becomes straight up full auto. Honestly, this weapon probably would have been just as good as the M16, if not better, if it became a full auto. But I'm not a huge fan of when 3-round burst weapons become 6-round burst. At least from my personal experience, turning a 3-round burst weapon into a 6-round burst weapon just makes you waste more ammo because it doesn't take 6 bullets to kill a zombie in the head. Well, a zombie, and boom. You can see there, even this fully armored zombie, we killed him pretty quick. It only takes 3 bullets to kill a zombie in the head, and then the other 3 bullets, you have to shoot them. You can't choose to just shoot 3. You are forced to shoot 6 bullets every time, even when you don't need 6 bullets. So it's cool, but it kind of just wastes ammo. But if it was fully automatic, you could choose just to shoot the amount of bullets you need. If you need 3 bullets, you shoot 3. You need 6, you shoot 6. Next, we've got another shotgun, the Lockwood 300. This is a double barrel shotgun, so you shoot 1 bullet, you shoot another bullet, and then you reload. 1 bullet, another bullet, reload, and it is single fire. If you hold down the trigger, it still only shoots 1 of these bullets. However, pack-a-punch this bad boy, it now turns it into a 2-round burst. So we got 4 bullets, we hold on the trigger, we shoot 2 bullets, hold down again, 2 more bullets, and rinse and repeat. Excuse me, zombies, I want to test out this weapon on you. All right, how effective is this special pack-a-punch ability? And it's pretty garbage. This is actually one of the statistically worst guns in the entire game. Even if you hit all of your shots accurately, the time to kill on this thing is it's not very good. Mags of holding does make this weapon a lot better, but it's still not very good even with mags of holding. Now overall, if I had to rate the extra burst bullet pack-a-punch ability, yes, that is what we're gonna call it, I give it maybe a 5 out of 10. Sometimes it makes the weapon better. A lot of times it's kind of meh, and sometimes it just makes you waste ammo. So I think 5 out of 10 is fair. Next up, we've got the Lachmann Shroud. This is an SMG. Once again, this is a 3-round burst. You can see we're shooting 3 bullets at a time, but if we go ahead and tactically pack-a-punch this, got 100 bullets, pull the trigger, and it is still a 3-round burst. This is actually one of the special pack-a-punch abilities that got removed. This used to turn into a 6-round burst, but whenever they added the aftermarket part that makes this weapon full auto, and then they fixed that aftermarket part when you pack-a-punch it, it makes it so this is no longer a 6-round burst. So when the aftermarket part for the Lachmann Shroud got added into the game, it actually removed its special pack-a-punch ability on the normal version. Wah, 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 wah. This next one's kind of a bonus spot on the video. This really isn't a secret pack-a-punch ability. It's a secret pack-a-punch negative ability, these being the dual Kodachis. Okay, we got a lot of zombies on us. I need a moment to breathe. In zombies, by default, this is how fast you can swing the Kodachis. It's a pretty crazy fast swing speed. You can see here, just slicing, dicing. However, yeah, maybe don't slice and dice in the middle of a horde. Hold on, I'm taking care of the crops, Craig. Keep going. Ooh, yeah, we're actually getting kills with this, even though it's unpack-a-punch in tier 3. But the swing speed is crazy quick. However, if we pack-a-punch this weapon, it for some reason slows down the swing speed to the same as it is in multiplayer, making it much slower. However, if the dual Kodachis did swing at that speed while being pack-a-punched, it would be one of the best weapons in the entire game. So I get it. The next category is kind of weird because these weapons should have been in different categories, but these are weapons with 2 secret special pack-a-punch abilities. So we got the Haymaker shotgun, which could have been in 2 different categories. This weapon, normally, when you shoot slugs, it only shoots 1 slug, and this weapon is not fully automatic. If you hold down the trigger, it only shoots 1 bullet. However, when we pack-a-punch it, we get 2 special effects. Now, when we shoot it, that's a lot of slugs. Hold on, we gotta count them. It's tradition. 8. It 8 tuples. It octuples the amount of slugs you shoot. And on top of that, if you hold down the trigger, it is now fully automatic. So it gets 2 of the special pack-a-punch abilities. 2 pack-a-punch abilities for the price of 1. Well, 1 pack-a-punch. Yeah, the Haymaker doesn't mess around. Now that it's shooting 8 slugs, it gets the job done. Oh. Mangler gone. Don't mind me, zombies. I'd prefer if you just weren't here. Well, now that they're gone, I kind of miss them. All right, this one we got to try against Big Bomination. Look at that range. It's beautiful because even though it is a buckshot, it's a buckshot of slugs. So the slugs have a lot of range. You know, why choose between slug and buckshot? Why not just both? A buckshot of slugs. All right, Mr. Haymaker, let's see what you got. Oh, he's already going to spit? On the first date? Oh, he learned his lesson. And pop again. And goodbye. Okay, the other weapon that comes with 2 secret pack-a-punch abilities is the Longbow. If we shoot the weapon, you can see it shoots 1 bullet. Only one bullet's being shot, and if we hold down the trigger, this is not a full auto weapon. But if we quickly, before the zombie gets here, pack-a-punch it. Now if we shoot, yeah, it shoots 2 bullets at once. And if we hold down the trigger, it is also full auto. So it gets the full auto pack-a-punch ability and the double tap pack-a-punch ability, which makes it pretty good. The Longbow, since this game has launched, has always been a really solid choice in zombies. Okay, here we go. Here is a fully armored zombie and 1 tap to the head. So this thing's strong enough to 1 tap any sort of normal zombie in the head. When it comes to any weapon that gets not just 1 secret pack-a-punch ability, but it gets 2, it's an instant 10 out of 10 for me. This next category of weapons with special pack-a-punch abilities is the best. This is kind of the random category. All of the weapons here have unique pack-a-punch abilities, but they're all pretty solid. Our first weapon being the RGL. But before we pack-a-punch it, I'll take... Oh, we already have decoys. All right, throw a decoy down. So before you pack-a-punch the RGL, if you shoot too close, you can see you actually don't... Yeah, they bounce around, and it's not very effective. Not only does it not being pack-a-punch do a lot of damage, but on top of that, the rounds for this weapon do not explode on impact. But if we slap on one of these and we shoot the ground, now the explosives explode whenever they hit something. So you can just kind of aim at the ground and say goodbye to zombies. Goodbye, Horde. But pretty much since the launch of Modern Warfare Zombies, the RGL has been one of, if not the best weapon in the entire game. You can just walk through the tier 3 zone like it's nothing. If anything gets close to you, just shoot the RGL and they're going to either die or get knocked on their feet. Well, besides the Mega Abomination. This thing isn't that great against the really big bad bosses. But zombies, no issue. You can easily use this to finish any contract in the tier 3 zone. Next up, we've got another launcher, the Stormender. Before you pack-a-punch this, it just shoots a little tiny EMP burst and it doesn't do much to zombies. Yeah, there isn't many weapons more useless than an unpack-a-punch Stormender in the tier 3 zone. If we go ahead and go all the way to the end here and pack-a-punch it, now it's still not very good in the tier 3 zone, but you can see it actually slows down zombies when you shoot them. So we shoot the zombies. Yeah, look at them. Look at the slow zombies. It slows down the dogs, but the dogs are so fast that even when you slow down dogs, they're still kind of fast. Yeah, that's right. Oh, what you gonna do, zombie? What you gonna do? The special slowdown effect on the Stormender is one of the most unique special pack-a-punch abilities in the game. It's not game-breaking. This isn't... yeah, we're in the tier 3 zone, and you can see it takes forever to kill zombies. But it's just kind of weird seeing a huge horde of zombies that's normally crazy fast just be crazy... crazy... well, it doesn't matter how slow they're going if I go into a... The Stormender's not that great in tier 3, but it's one of the best weapons in the entire game in tier 1. Mainly because you can just insta-kill pretty much any zombie you look at, and it's got infinite ammo. And if you're trying to farm zombies for any reason, there isn't much of a reason to leave the tier 1 zone, so this weapon's one of the best farming weapons. Now for the only wonder weapon on this list, we've got the VR11. Now there's a lot of things the VR11 does, but one thing it doesn't do until you pack-a-punch it is heal vehicle. So you can see right here, vehicle has some damage, doesn't have full gas, but if we get out, we shoot it, it still doesn't have full gas, and it still has damage to it. That's because it's not pack-a-punch. But if we go ahead and hit it with the pack-a-punch, boom. All right, and now we shoot the vehicle and get back in it. You can see it healed the damage, and it also gave it some fuel. Hit it a few more times. There we go. Fully healed up and fueled up vehicle. But what's really cool is this healing ability works on the escort. So we've got 93% health, but if we shoot it, it is now back to 100. The VR11 is vital for completing some of the Dark Aether contracts with these escorts. They take a lot of damage really quickly, but if you have a VR11, you can just keep shooting it every time it gets hit. Hit the escort. Come on. Come on, do your worst. You know, this is already a tier 1 escort. This one's pretty hard to fail, but there are some actual hard escort missions in the game. Ah, there we go. Good, there we go. 99% health. And back to 100. Yeah. All that work, zombies. All that work for nothing. We got the Pack-a-Punch VR11. The VR11 was already one of the best weapons in the entire game. It's really good for taking down the Red Worm. So getting this extra bonus vehicle healing and vehicle gas fueling effect is a nice touch. Next, we've got the more sniper rifle. This is what happens when you shoot it. It shoots 1 energy slug, I think is what it is. It's not a bullet weapon. It shoots an energy slug. But as you can see, pretty normal looking. If we pack-a-punch it, it now shoots a giant explosive bullet. Yeah, just a giant explosive bullet. Now, in the tier 3 zone, this takes quite a few shots to kill zombies, but it's still very, very usable. However, if you use this gun in the lower tier zones, it's an absolute monster. I know I said this about the last few, but I wish there were more snipers that got the explosive pack-a-punch ability. There's so many snipers in this game that are just kind of meh, but you make them do explosive bullets when you shoot them, they go up quite a bit in their rankings. But yeah, we could just sit back and just kind of spam and destroy every zombie in the nearby area. Don't even got to hit anywhere near them. Then we've got the crossbow. You can see there is one arrow in the quiver. Is that a quiver? I don't know much about crossbows.
Quiver is a bow and arrow.
Well, it's not the chamber. If it's not the chamber, what is it? We got one bolt in the bolt slot. So you can see we've got one bolt in the bolt slot. But if we pack a punch it, we now have 3. So technically, it only makes the magazine 3 times bigger. We had the explosive bolts on it before, so it really is a weapon we should have put in the 3 times bigger magazine category. However, the crossbow is one of the best weapons in the entire game, so I felt like it should have been with the special category at the end. Also, for some weird reason, mags of holding doesn't work on the crossbow. If you put on mags of holding, you can still only shoot 3. So the 2 extra bolts you get with this actually makes a massive difference because you can't just bypass it with mags of holding like you can with the other weapons that get bigger magazines. But you can see by all the zombies we're destroying, crossbow, since the launch of this game, has been one of the single best weapons in the game. But with that, guys, that is every single special secret pack-a-punch ability that's currently in Modern Warfare Zombies. Let me know if I missed one. We took a long time looking through all these, and I'm pretty sure we got all of them. But let me know in the comments if we did manage to miss one. There's like 140 weapons in this game. We definitely didn't miss any that get super cool special pack-a-punch abilities, but there might have been a couple we missed that get a tripled size magazine, which if we miss any of those, we'll end up leaving them in the comments as we discover them. I really hope we get more weapons with secret pack-a-punch abilities in the future seasons, and I hope they continue this with Black Ops 6. Hopefully at launch, there's quite a few weapons that have these secrets to discover, and then they add more in future seasons for that game as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.
I can already think of one weapon I think we missed with a bigger mag. Doesn't the Wonder Waffle go from 1 to 3?
For the sake of going to bed? No. The Wonder Waffle does not go from 1 to 3. It goes from 3 to 6.